Yeah, boy, what's up? What's up? We back, man. It's Monday. That much closer to kickoff, man. We here around the water cooler. We got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it. It was brought to my attention today by Marcus that we might have a QB dilemma in Auburn. We might have one. I don't know. Or is it just headlines? We don't know. We're going to talk about it right now, though, because guess what? It's time to go around the water cooler. Welcome around the water cooler, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what it is. Sports. Let's
Boys
go.
And girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC Conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, boy. We back around the water cooler, man, and we appreciate y'all here around the water cooler. My name is Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast, and the other man, you can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always. And y'all know the man, the myth, the legend, he around the water cooler with us. He should just be the third member. It really should just be the third member on the water coolers. I'm just saying it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, from at it's SEC season. I got Auburn Tez. Tez, what's going on with you, my guy? How you feeling?
Man, feeling pretty good, man. Feeling pretty good. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Feeling good.
Shout out to Marcus, the best commissioner in the business, by the way.
Chill out, Ted. Hey, man, I can't commission nothing without you guys. Come to work every day, you owners.
Is his name still Marcus Goodell? Is his name still Marcus Goodell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler and being around, man. This should be a good conversation tonight. And remember, guess what? This is also a call-in show. So if you have any comments, if you want to comment and join in on the show and give us your thoughts, that's the call-in number right there, 334-521-2679. Again, it's 334-521-2679. 334-521-2679. We appreciate the calls, man. You know what? We appreciate it because it makes the show great. You never know. It makes the show great. Hey, man, before we get into all of that, man, we want to thank y'all so much, man. And make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. on Twitter at CoolestPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos and when we go live here around the water cooler, man. So yeah. Excuse me, I forgot all about that. Let's take a look in the chat real quick before we get into the comments for tonight, the commentary for tonight. Hey, Auburn Dad for life.
Auburn Dad.
What's up, AD4L? What's up, man?
Hey.
AD4L, what's up, man? War Eagle. He said, I don't think we have he said, I don't think he has a dilemma at QB, but it doesn't mean that if Jackson Arnold starts to falter, that Hugh will die on that hill before going with one of the other QBs. His job's on the line and he knows it. Okay. All right, man. Huggy said it's 7 o'clock. No, my bad. He just said War Eagle. That's the time he posted. My bad. What's up, Huggy, man? Get Musty in here saying, "War down, Musty. What up?"
Get Musty.
Get Musty say he think we fine. I probably have to agree with you there, man. He said, "What's up, Nick, Marcus, and Tez? What's up? What's going on? What's happening, Huggy? Hope you're doing all right." He says, "Hit the like button. Do that for us." In the words of Tyke, poke that like button right now, right there, man. We are 5 people away from hitting 700 subscribers. We are 5 people away from hitting 700. So, hey, help us out. Share the content. Hit the like button. Get us out there, man. We are trying to get to the next level, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for making that happen. C Hall in the chat with us right now. He said, "War Eagle fam, practice didn't look so good." Hey, that's what that's what the article said. So we're gonna try to dissect this tonight and see exactly what is being said and do we need to worry, is what he says. Big Nasty said Tez lost today. I feel bad for my boy. Shout out to
How you know that
name? But shout out to Big Nasty. It is what it is.
Big Nasty is Kyle.
That's Kyle.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, how you know that?
Oh boy,
That's
man. He said Tez definitely need to be the third member righteously, bro. Hey, Tez always welcome around the water cooler. It is what it is. And I always thought he
always was third member. Exactly. I'm with C Hall. He is. He has always been.
Betty Chris said, "Yes, you have a QB dilemma. Jackson Arnold isn't very good, and we saw that last year." Betty Chris, you got to worry about your team, man. I'm just saying.
Whoa, he shot at what that Van de Crib like bang.
They know he my guy, but he got to worry about Vanderbilt. Worry about trying to win 7 games again this year. Let's do that.
Wow.
Anyway,
bang.
This look really good, but there's no dilemma. We gonna get into it. Auburn Dad said, "I remember when we were trying to." He said, "I remember when we were trying to get to 600." Yes, sir. Now we trying to get to 700. Auburn Dad. Yeah, we trying to get there, man. We trying to get there. Shout out to Auburn Dad for rocking with us, man. Been around for a long time, rocking with us. And guess who's in the chat?
What's up, Robert?
Chat. Marcus's number 1 fan, Robert Smith, is in the chat. He said, "Juiced it out on no line, no receivers, and lost his OC to Oklahoma. So we will see. Hey, we'll see." I agree with you, Robert. I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just saying. Was he good against Bama? Just let me stop. I just had to throw that in. Shout out to John Craig, man. Don't lose out on Jackson Arnold. Something he's not. By we'll see. What Arkansas got? Even though I got Arkansas beating Auburn this year, I'm just saying what Arkansas got. What's Arkansas really gonna be? Let us know. Benny Chris said, "Come on, Nick. My team beat your team, and it's gonna do it again."
Whoa, strong words.
Oh,
shoot.
Beat Kill or Diego.
Strong words, Benny Chris.
3 times, man. All right, okay. All right. You know what? I can't combat that because he got a point. He coming with facts, but I'm just saying. We're gonna see what happened this year, though. Robert Smith in the chat. Yes, sir. I got Robert Smith, man. All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's head into the first half, man, because we're gonna get into this conversation, man. This should be a good show tonight. This should be a really good show. First half. Let's go.
This is the first half.
Hey, did it play? Hey, I don't even know if it played. I don't even know if it played or not. Did it play?
I heard it. The first half.
Yeah, I heard it.
I didn't hear it at all, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, we're in the first half, Nick.
Well, we in the first half. That's what it is. All right, cool. We're in the first half. I guess I didn't even see it play. But hey, it is what it is. All right, man. We in the first half anyway. Y'all know what it is. Let's get this thing going. Let's get it rocking. Let's get it rolling in this thing, man. All right. So apparently, practice didn't go so well for a couple of potential starters for Auburn this past year. Didn't really go so well. Not this past year, but this past off season. Not this past off season, this past weekend. Jesus Christ, man, I can't get it right. Jesus Christ. So essentially Sports came out with an article, and I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna take a look at this together. That basically it quoted some of what I got Dukes of Scoop, who's been on the show. Shout out to Dukes. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe over to Dukes of Scoop's channel. But it kind of echoed some of the things that he said about how Jackson Arnold did not have that great of a camp. I mean, a great of a practice. Overthrew. I think he overthrew Simmons, Malcolm Simmons in the back of the end zone, which would have been a touchdown. I think he was off his throws a little bit. And also when we saw in the press conference this past weekend, Hugh Freeze did use the word that some of his guys were I don't know, were they pressing or were they, but that's a Peyton Thorne word, but forcing things. So what we want to do is we want to have a conversation, man, because it seems as if I want to ask, and I want to get y'all thoughts on this. I want to ask the question: Is this something that we should really be having a conversation about, or is this just a headline for, I don't know, talking points because the season hasn't started yet? Because I kind of feel like this is more of the latter part, to be honest with you. I mean, when have we? I'm gonna say my piece, and I want y'all to say y'all piece on this. When has a quarterback ever in the fall camp phase ever had a good practice every single practice? So I'm just being honest. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The only reason why this is a headline is because it's Hugh Freeze. It's the only reason why. And because of the antics or what's been pushed this offseason about his golf game and about the slide that Auburn has had in recruiting and him out playing golf and things and stuff like that. They saying he holding on to the ball too long. Okay, that's okay. All right. Is this something that we should literally be having a discussion about right now? Because let's sit here and let's remember now. Let's remember in the spring, we were hearing about how this man was looking awesome in practice and how Deuce Knight was looking good as well, too. But then within the first 3 days of practice of fall camp, we now sitting here saying that there potentially could be a quarterback dilemma in Auburn before the season even starts. I just want to get that out. I'm going to let y'all talk it through, and I want to hear what y'all got to say, because I honestly feel like this is just some kind of way they are trying to find a way to make some type of headline. Y'all tell me. Please tell me what it is. Tell me, because I'm lost. Tell me, please. Whoever want to go first.
Well, I would say I'm kind of alarmed due to the fact of the situation that happened last year with Peyton Thorne. So, and like I said, Jackson Arnold had these deficiencies that this article alluded to last year. So I'm just, like you said, I'm hoping that it was just a bad practice. Like it's the second practice of fall camp. I don't want to read too much into it, but if he struggles in the season, like I said, we're gonna go back to all these articles All these things they said about him, and we're gonna revisit all of this if he struggle. But right now, I'm hoping not to be too alarmed, but I'm scared just because of we seen what happened with the Peyton Thorne experiment.
Here's your thoughts.
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's you win 5 games, stuff like this happens. People talk about stuff like this.
Exactly.
When you have one solid quarterback in the last 20 years, and your school is perceived to have a quarterback development problem, then stuff like this happens in fall camp. And to be fair, you know, you got to give it up to Deuce Knight, right? What's that saying about him? When you get a star like that and you got him on the bench, this kind of stuff happens. Jackson Arnold's pass comes into play. What he did at Oklahoma last year. This is why people are bringing up these questions. I think the world, even the people who don't like Auburn, want to see Deuce Knight take the field.
Yep.
like they want to see Deuce Knight. Not only do they want to see Deuce Knight take the field, they want to see Deuce Knight in the Hugh Freeze offense, pushing the ball down the field, being able to use his legs. I don't think we have a quarterback problem. I don't think that there's a question of who's going to start day one. I think it's just like a much to do about nothing. I think these are kind of things that they talk about losing teams about. Well, you got a quarterback problem. We don't have a quarterback problem. I think I can argue that we have the best quarterback room in the SEC. I could literally make that argument. We have an experienced third. Whichever one you want to put him. If you want to put Ashton Daniels third or you want to put Deuce Knight third, either way it go, our third string quarterback is either a 5-star freshman or an very experienced Colorado transfer who was a handful last year. Not Colorado, Stanford transfer. I said Colorado because go look at that Colorado game last year.
Exactly.
And you'll see what this kid is capable of. So, yeah, I think it's just a combination of things, man. And it's just something we just can't kick the season off fast enough. Is what's happening right now. It's like we can't get to the Waco and kick that ball off fast enough, man. I feel like they're just coming up with stuff. And then you got to think about it like this. If day 1 or day 2 or whatever the first day they did this, your reports come out that Jackson Arnold's on point. He's lighting it up. And then you come back the next day and he's not. Doesn't that speak to the defense? Isn't that kind of what you want in fall camp? Don't you want it to be day by day adjustments? Don't you want one day he looks good, the next day the defense adjusts?
Exactly.
These are defenders that we're talking about putting in the first round. You talk about a Jay Crawford who's had 2 pick sixes in fall camp. You talk about Keldrick Falk, and we talking about guys that we project can be in the first round. So it's no surprise that after one day of success, he comes in and the next day he doesn't look as good, because that's what you want in fall camp. And then on top of that, of course, they put Deuce Knight in. He's a lefty. It's a change of pace. He looks great. You know, what this doesn't tell me is how good were they getting in, how good were they at getting into the right plays, getting the offense lined up, with the play clock running, because those are the types of things that piss us off when we, as fans, when we watching football, when we can't get it in the right play, or when we watching the play clock dwindle and they sitting there, they not paying no attention to it. The little things, how does he operate the offense? That's what I want to know. Okay, so he threw some bad passes. Who doesn't? And again, I have high hopes for this defense. I am really big on this defense. I would hope that both of these cats are going to throw some interceptions in this fall camp. We're going to hear this more. If we freaking out now, then by the time this Baylor game gets here, we're going to be, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, because it's going to keep going back and forth. When you have an elite defense and you have an offense, a Hugh Freeze system, you got to think about what he's doing. He's running an RPO system where if you're wrong, it's likely a pick. That's why it's a high turnover offense. But if you're right, it's 6 points, strike up the band. So, I mean, this is what we signed up for. This is what we got. I don't think it's just like I don't think it's a reason to be concerned, for real. Because if we got concerns about Jackson Arnold, then we might as well have the same concerns about Deuce Knight because the same dude evaluated him. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna let it play out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm at. Like I feel like this is very premature. Premature. Like nobody's saying nothing about, and shout out to Kyle. He in the chat. Ain't nobody saying nothing about Taylor Green. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying nothing about Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. Ain't nobody saying nothing about Joey Aguilar at Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody has said nothing about these other quarterbacks in the conference that there are question marks about what they are going to do or what they can do. And everybody's praising Arch Manning. Arch Manning is the favorite to win the Heisman. Everybody praising Arch Manning, and we ain't seen him do it yet. We ain't seen him do it against quality competition yet. My bad. Go ahead, Tess. Go ahead.
I was about to say, to your point about Tennessee, there's a video from Tennessee football, from the Tennessee football account, where a quarterback threw an interception so egregious that they had to blur out who it was. They didn't want nobody to know who threw that. That's what we acting like in Auburn is going on the Plains right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's not.
I'm reading notes from 247 of what's going on at practice. I read some notes. I'm reading the article from Essentially Sports. I'm trying to get a picture of, I'm trying to piece together a picture of different perspective of what's going on. It's not like if we are sitting here, if we have been lauding and touting, like Tez has been saying, this defense, if we have been talking about how this secondary is potentially the best unit on this team, even though we know how good the wide receiving room is. If we've been talking about how this secondary is potentially one of the best units on the team, are you not excited to hear that? Oh, Jay Crawford got a pick six, or Can Lee got a couple of PBUs. Guess what? Strader, he's stepping in. Strader stepping in against some PBUs. Straight. I read today where it said that Perry Thompson and I believe it was Strader. Perry Thompson and Strader were getting into it in one-on-ones. Like it was an intense battle in one-on-ones.
That's what I like to hear right there.
So I'm saying, I'm saying, like, is that not what we want? Do we not want good on good? Like, are we just so conditioned as Auburn fans that when we hear something that's not positive, that we just sitting here and we just like, oh man, season down the drain. Season ain't even started yet.
I think it's PTSD.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's the experience that we had with Payne Thorne, man, and it's a situation where you hope that you just hoping that he's everything that we want him to be. And when you hear bad things, you're like, oh, here we go again.
But you gotta, but as people that have been around the game and have watched the game, you gotta understand nobody is perfect every single play.
Yeah, we understand that.
Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Now, here is where I would get concerned as a fan and as somebody that watches Auburn and as a fan of Auburn. This is where I would get concerned. I would get concerned if this was like the end of next week. If this was like the end of next week. If this was like next Friday, which would be, I think it's the week before the game, actually, if I'm not mistaken. If we're hearing this, if we're hearing that he is continually not progressing, if he's continually still holding on to the ball too long, if he's still not able, if he's still overthrowing people, if he's still, not putting the ball in the spot, if he's still doing that, if I'm hearing that next week, we need to have, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. But I just understand it. I just wholeheartedly just feel like this is a story because of everything that we have and everything that has happened since the end of May up until now, with compounding issues of recruiting, the whole Hugh Freeze playing golf, Auburn being cautious in this recruiting aspect when it comes to NIL and how third-party collectives are being used, and how other teams essentially look around them are still getting players, and Auburn just seem to be just sitting back being a lot of very cautious. I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, man, like, come on, man. As Auburn fans, I understand. Like, I completely listen, I understand the Auburn PTSD. I understand it. But you got to understand, man, that quarterbacks are going to have bad days. Defenses are going to have great days. Quarterbacks are going to have good days. And the defenses are not going to have some good practices. So we have to just get into this mode of not just jumping off the deep end every time we hear something bad. That's all it is. That's it. And that's the feeling that I get when I'm reading this stuff. Every time something bad, every time you hear some notes or you see some video or something, when it jumps out, every time you see it, it just seems as if you're just jumping off the deep end into like 300 feet of water and just trying to figure out, oh my God, what we gonna do now? Like, come on, man. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that.
I do want to say this though.
What's up, Blaine?
What we talking about now is pretty much the state of our program. Man, I agree with you 100%. I think that it is a massive overreaction. But at the same coin, I can't be naive to the fact that the Peyton Thorne experience has a lot of people shook. And a lot of the same things that you are hearing from Hugh Freeze and how this is going mimics how the Peyton Thorne experiment started off. You know, we saw Hugh Freeze come and tell us that, hey, Peyton Thorne wasn't the best guy in practice. Yet he stuck him out there on the field. And he stuck by it. Not only did he stick him on the field, he stuck by him. He was reluctant to change and give anybody another shot when it was clear that Peyton Thorne was in over his head at times. And then not only that, he mismanaged that by bringing another guy off the bench and then putting Peyton Thorne back in the game. So you kill the confidence of the young kid. And it's like, I don't think anybody, especially Auburn fans, have faith in Hugh Freeze to get this part of it right, like the management part of it right. I think that, man, he was largely tied to Peyton Thorne from just a standpoint of like I said, the little things, getting us in and out of plays and getting us in the right looks. I think Peyton Thorne was great at that stuff, and he was kind of tied to that. But now the reason why I'm not as worried as some other people and I don't have that PTSD is because I'm a firm believer that Hugh Freeze is going to see Deuce Knight play in this offense. This is a year that's essentially a contract year for him. I just don't.
So you think? Wait, I just want to. So you think that Deuce? You think we see Deuce Knight in a starting role this year in his offense? Is that what you're saying?
If it goes bad.
Okay. If it goes bad. Okay.
If it goes well, then no. But if it goes bad, then he's gonna want to see his new toy because he knows, like, if it goes 75, you don't beat Georgia, you don't beat Alabama, you're probably looking for another job. You never get to see this kid play. So by mid-season, I think he's gonna do an assessment and like, what's the temperature here? And I don't know. I can't remember when our bye weeks fall, but man, if we got a bad, after those first 4 games, those first 5 games, if we like sitting at like 3-2, something there around there,
he's playing.
He may think about putting that kid in the game because
that's the only way he can save his job. I've been saying that.
Save his job, and it's the only way he's gonna get to see the kid play. Because if you stick with Jackson Arnold and you don't win, somebody else is gonna get the fruits of that labor. You know what I mean? Somebody else is gonna get to see that talented left hand kid throw the football in their offense. So
okay, all right. Let me answer this question then, because you brought up something that
if it were me, I just put like if it was my contract, and I recruited a quarterback.
I've
That's what I was
been
thinking
saying
of.
that, Tej.
I'm
I feel like that's
but-
the only way he save his job.
You brought something up that's interesting. So you saying that, and I want to explore this because I really want to explore this. I really want to explore this. You brought something up that's interesting. You said contract year for Hugh Freeze, basically meaning that he doesn't buy out after this year, is what that means.
True.
Per contract terms. If the season starts bad, then he potentially starts to think about playing Deuce Knight as his quarterback just to see what he has. Okay, all right.
True.
If it's a contract year and he's potentially starting and he wants to save the season, right? Would you not potentially put in an Ashton Daniels to save the season to get you to a next year? So where you can actually start and have that excuse of saying, now that I have my guy that I went out and recruited in Deuce Knight in a 26 season, would you not do that? Just
the thing about that,
would you not want to have an experienced guy that can come in and potentially give you a better chance of winning than throwing in a freshman who has never played in college football before or has, but the only experience he's had has been, in practice and things like that. I'm just curious to know, like, which way would you go? Would you want to go to the freshman route, or would you want to go the experienced guy right off Ashton Daniels and try to at least get to an 8-win season? So where it could be a conversation that you are back next year, because if you don't get to that number, I think a lot of people feel like he's gone anyway.
Well, the thing about that is, Nick, like you said, if he don't get the 8 wins, we think he's gone. But if you go to Deuce Knight route, you start making the fan base, like Ted said, like you and Ted said in the beginning of the show, people around the country want to see Deuce Knight. Once you start appeasing the fan base and the national attention like that, then you start getting more money and start attracting money. Don't matter if we win or lose, the excitement is still there.
But the thing, but to that point though, if he wants to see him play, if okay, let's do a hypothetical. Let's do a hypothetical. And I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna have a backup question. Let's do a hypothetical. So if it goes bad, you throw Deuce Knight out there and Deuce Knight lose, and Deuce Knight doesn't win games for you. Okay, now you back to winning 5 games. You won 5 games again this year potentially, and you maybe 6. You ain't gonna be here anyway. You ain't gonna be at Auburn anyway, potentially, to see Deuce Knight play in this offense. So which one do you do? Do you go with the experienced guy or do you go with Deuce Knight? I'm just curious to know.
So you implying that, for one, that Deuce Knight is not better than Ashton Daniels, and I don't know that to be true.
Let me be clear. I didn't say Ashton Daniels was better. I'm saying
more experience.
He's more experienced. So if he's more, if you're at the beginning of the season, right, and I'm saying you at that 5-game mark, the week before you go into that bye week before you play Georgia at home. If it's 5 games, and let's say Auburn is the worst case scenario 2-3 in that 5-game stretch, are you thinking about playing Ashton Daniels to try to save the rest of your season so you can get to 7-8 wins?
If quarterback is the problem,
that's what I'm asking.
So yeah, if here's the thing, what I think is, like, I think Ashton Daniels is there for the role that Hugh Freeze said that he's gonna play, and like having some packages here and there. I probably gonna see him in the red zone a ton. It sounds like. And I think that he is like the emergency break if needed, if there was an injury that happened early in the season.
Okay.
I don't even think so. Let's say during those first 5 or 6 games, if Jackson Arnold were to go down, I believe that Ashton Daniels is the first. I believe that Ashton Daniels is the first person off of the bench then. Okay. But after about 5 or 6 games, I think it starts to be what Florida did with DJ Lagway. We may as well put the freshman in the game. He gives us a better chance to win right now. And on top of that, it keeps him in the building.
But
If
also,
he does say my job, if I do get to
Graham
those
Mertz
8
got hurt
wins,
too. Graham Mertz got hurt, so that made the decision easy for Billy Napier as well.
well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Graham Mertz, when Graham Mertz got hurt, it was later in the year. I think that's what made the decision. If Graham Mertz had got hurt game 1 or 2, I don't know if the decision to put DJ Lightweight out there would have been as easy as it was. This was late in the year. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So and it's like with Deuce, I think like not only he gives you an opportunity to win that 8 games and possibly get you another year, but if you do get another year on your contract and they do bring you back, if you've played this freshman, he's gonna likely to stay in the building. If you go with Ashton Daniels, you're gonna be looking for another quarterback. Yep. If you keep your job, because that kid is gonna be out of here. They're not waiting around no more to play. Like, that's why it's in some cases it doesn't even make any sense to redshirt these kids anymore. That's why you see more and more freshmen getting on the field in this day and age now, is because these kids are playing, bro. They coming. I've said this before with 7-on-7 and all year football now. It's not like it was 5-10 years ago. These kids are playing football all year long. By the time they get to college, they've played, like, just for example, like you guys play football, right? Mm-hmm. And I could be wrong, but just tell me if I'm telling the truth. A kid this day, in today's age, by the time he gets to college, has played more football in terms of camps and in some all summer long than you guys did when y'all were.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you see these freshmen getting on the field and playing so early. So, like, the whole put him on the bench and save his years, like, I don't even think that comes into play. If he's the best option to play, and there's an injury, I can see beginning of the year, but there's an injury like week 6 or later, man, I think you got to put this kid in the game.
I'll ask you this question. I ask you this then. If that's the question, then why go get Peyton Falzone? Because Peyton Falzone is a 4-star. He's a highly rated 4-star guy. 6'5".
You get the best quarterback you can find.
Hey, he's a highly rated 4-star guy. 6'5", 11-inch hands. Basically got speed. So I'm saying, is it if you do lose a Deuce Knight in the way that you just said, ladies and gentlemen, we got a call coming in right now. It is our guy. You already know who it is. Marcus's #1 fan. They call him Robert Smith. What up, Robert? How you feeling tonight, my guy?
What's up, Robert?
Yeah, we doing good. Can't complain. Can y'all hear Robert?
We don't have him.
Nah,
y'all don't hear Robert?
No, I can't.
They should be able to hear you, Robert. I don't know why they can't hear Robert. Why they can't hear?
I heard
you,
the ring.
Yeah, I heard the ring. We can't hear Robert.
Is he saying great stuff, Nick? Now we can't hear Nick.
Because I had the whole mic muted. That's what it was.
No,
I had the whole mic.
That'll do it every time.
Yeah, it's my fault. That's what it is. I had the whole mic muted. Give me 1 second. They should be able to hear you now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me change some things real quick. And we should be able to hear Robert in a second here.
Robert's been hot fire.
Just changed on NXT. It was muted. So let me just change that back to where it need to be. All right. And we should be able to hear Robert now. Testing. Robert, can we hear you?
Yep. Y'all got me?
Yep. We can hear you now, Robert.
I told you. I had it muted. They should be able to hear you now, Robert. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, good evening, fellas. Good to talk to y'all tonight.
What's up, Rob?
What's going on?
Here's the thing. This is his year. I'm talking about Hugh Freeze. He's gonna sink or swim with his decision. Now, if Jackson Arnold starts off to a whole hum year, good, bad, he better jerk him and try to put in one of these cats behind him because they're just as good from what I hear. Mm-hmm. And I just think everything, and Marcus knows this. This is last chance, right, Marcus?
Yeah, God dang right.
So, you start off floundering a little bit. You better try something new. You better not sit in there. Look, I made a comment in the chat earlier. We got options this year. That's something we had the last 2 years. Right, Tez? Right.
That's very true.
We did not have options. Period. Hank Brown was a Division 2 or 3 quarterback. That's a fact.
So Robert, what option would you rather us go with, though, Robert? That's my question to you.
What's that, Marcus?
I said, what option would you rather us go with? If Jackson Arnold doesn't pan out, who should we put in?
Well, that's hard to say because the guy from Stanford, he's a big kid and he's experienced. I mean,
he's pretty good.
You want Deuce? I mean, yeah, he's everything in a bag of chips. We get that. But does his confidence get shaken if he throws an interception or two? Does the fans come down on him and say, hey, he's not what we thought he was? And, the kid's going to be good. He's not going to be good. He's good. But to answer your question, I would have to I don't know because I haven't seen him in live action. But the guy from Stanford has got a game experience, and he's a big kid and can throw from what I hear. So, I would just have to say, that's hard to say. I want Deuce. Everybody wants Deuce, but the pressure would be
pressure is immense.
That's what I'm saying. What else are you gonna go with?
Deuce. Everybody want to see Deuce, but the thing is, but the caveat to this is, I'm using the first 5 games. If Auburn is 2-3 in the first 5 games, and Hugh Freeze is like, all right, I know what's about to happen. If I don't get to 7 games, I'm not gonna be here next year. Do you go with the guy that doesn't have much experience, or do you go with the guy who has played in big games at Stanford? That's the question. Right. That's the
and I might even have to keep Arnold in there because that first stretch, we're not expected to win against Georgia. I mean, we could. We're A&M and Oklahoma on the road. Are you killing? That's tough as nails right there. Now, if you get through that stretch and Arnold is still playing good and looking good and keeping us in the games with a chance to win, you might have to ride him out and see if he turns it around and lights things up after that. It's just we don't know yet enough about any of these cats to see which one of them is going to take the reins and go with it. I mean, we really don't. All of them are pretty equal from what I'm hearing. So I guess the games – go ahead, Tess.
No, I was just amen in what you said.
Yeah, I was agreeing with what you're saying too.
Yeah, I mean, they might – Arnold could – I mean, look, I'm not looking at the schedule. I know A&M and Oklahoma's in that first 4. Is that right?
Yes,
or first 5?
Games 4 and 5 is
and then Georgia's in there, right? So yes, three of them games are Georgia, A&M, or Oklahoma. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could pick off one of them and you beat Baylor on the road and Jackson Arnold keeps looking, like promising, and he's keeping us, in the game and not doing stupid things, he's probably going to have a good year after that. Because, I mean, you damn Kentucky's, Missouri, your Arkansas, anything can happen. We could get upset. I get that. But these teams aren't going to be near as good as your A&M, Oklahoma, and your Georgias. They're just not. Missouri, Kentucky, Arkansas, and Vandy, they're just not going to be those kind of teams. And so we should mow them down. And get the rest of our non-conference, and we'll be fine.
That's true.
Agree.
I love how chill we are right now as Auburn fans. Cause we chilling because we all know we chilling. But if in the Baylor game,
Marcus, tell them.
In the Baylor game, that man come out and throw 2 or 3 interceptions. 2 on probably in the first half. We want him on the bench at halftime. We don't want to see him no more.
Well,
Man, listen,
I'll tell you what. Jackson probably knows this. He's on a short leash, so he better.
That's what I'm saying, Robert. That's what I'm saying. We it sound good that we chilling right now, but if you see it in real life action and he look bad, we tough as a fan base.
He got to get his ass out of there. But one thing's for sure. Yeah, one thing's for sure. We got some options this year we didn't have last year. So I'll get off on that note. So good to talk to y'all fellas tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guy Robert.
Be safe, Robert.
Shout out to Robert.
Be safe, Robert.
Great
call.
Always coming in with the great calls and the enthusiasm, man. Shout out to Robert. Always coming in, rocking with us, man. Go ahead, Tez.
Man, I want to say that Jackson Arnold has an issue that he's either going to be great or really bad. I don't think it's like a middle ground.
Yeah, I don't think you got time for middle ground. I think it's too much pressure.
Yeah. Because his problem is he's hold on to the ball too long. Mm-hmm. Right? Why does a quarterback hold on to the ball? What happens when you get gunshot? You go through experience like what he went through in Oklahoma, where you don't have offensive line, you don't have any receivers, and you scared to throw the ball, you scared to mess up.
Fact.
Or maybe the secondary is just that good, and the windows are closing pretty quick. I mean,
not in every game.
Let's just. This is not every game, but this is my thing. This is not every game.
What I'm saying is if Jackson Arnold can fix that problem, he can be great. He just got to let the ball fly.
Okay, all right. Let's be honest. Last year, the reason why he was holding the ball last year, because guess what? He never played with all of his starting receivers last year.
Yeah, all his receivers were hurt.
Offensive line was horrible last year. Okay, he played with an offensive coordinator that was not geared towards his style of play. I go back to this all the time. When you go back and watch him with Jeff Lebby, the last couple of games when he was with Jeff Lebby, when he played in a lot of those games, a lot of people were saying this dude next year is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Jeff Lebby leaves, go to Mississippi State. That is the reason why Auburn wanted him to commit before leaving to go to Mississippi State. That's why they did not want him to go to Mississippi State, because he already knew what was up. So my thing is like let's be real. His confidence was broken last year. You just got to be honest about it. You got to be honest about it. That's
the point I was making. It's like last year if you had quarterback and you get hit as soon as you snap the ball, you're gonna have some PTSD.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in from the Up Tempo Podcast, my guy Dustin. What's up, Dustin? How you feeling, man?
What's up, Marcus, Tez, Nick?
You doing all right, Dustin?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Pounded a coffee and saw you guys did some recording. Saw you guys was open. I said, hey, am I echoing?
Just
everybody.
It's not true. It happens over here all the time, bro. You good.
Okay. Well, let me.
It'll end up going. It'll go in and out. We don't.
I got you.
It's a loop back situation. Just it's a loop back.
It's work through it.
Yeah, we just work through it. We just trying to work through it.
Okay.
So, Dustin, your thoughts on this whole this whole Jackson Arnold, Hugh Freeze, QB dilemma? If we have one, what's your thoughts on this?
You know, make a question.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Can a guy that got benched last year at the SEC program link up with a head coach that in his first 2 years of the program has shown he's struggled with quarterback development and setting up a scheme for the quarterback? Can those guys somehow mesh and it be? It's like asking, okay, I know this guy over here, he's ain't got his stuff together. He's pretty toxic, and I know this chick over here. She's kind of toxic, and she runs around on dude. And are they gonna get together and form a good relationship? Maybe they can get all their issues squared away and have a nice happy marriage, or maybe they continue being what they were. I'll tell you this. Obviously, the excuses aren't there. You say you've got the O-line. We know you have the weapons. Here's why I'm not worried about this so much.
Okay.
Because if Jackson Arnold is not that dude, Deuce Knight is.
All right.
And I'm completely confident in that. So did he come in his freshman year and be what his potential is? Like, no, there'll be some early freshman struggles. You don't want to go to that. But like projecting out in the future, I don't see a universe where Deuce is a bust.
We got a call coming in real quick.
Thank you, Dustin.
I believe the call is from the one, the only, from Bubba and the old man Auburn Sports Talk. Bubba. Auburn, man. Bub, can you hear us, Bub?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Can y'all hear Bub? We just try to make sure.
Yeah, we can hear Bub.
Yeah.
Just making sure we hear, because, bruh,
the echo's gone too.
Yeah, echo's gone. I was just about to say that. That's what's up. My bad.
Bubba, stay on the line, Bubba. It's Bubba. Stay on the line.
That way.
All right.
Did he disappear?
I got one thing.
Nah, he does. He about to talk.
I got one thing, and then I got to go back. But really quick, a scenario. We're 4-1. We're going into Georgia right before half. Jackson Arnold rolls his ankle, high ankle sprain. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. Who are you putting into the game? Tied 20-20 at half.
Say it again. Say it again.
All right, say it one more time.
He gone. He said
we tied 20-20 at half.
Yeah.
At which point in the season he said?
He said 4-1
at
going
Georgia,
to Georgia.
playing Georgia.
Georgia game. 4-1 at half, tied 20-20.
Yeah. Who you putting in the game?
That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Question.
Good one. It depends. For me, it depends on what's working.
There we go. It should be good now. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I said, for me, it depends on what's working. Like, if we have a strong RPO game going, I'm going Deuce Knight. If I'm trying to pass the ball, if I'm trying to pass the ball, I'll go Daniels. I want somebody who's more experienced.
At home against Georgia, we're down a touchdown.
He said tied.
Tied football game.
Tied football game.
20-20
at halftime. Jackson Arnold rolls his ankle. Who you going with?
I want to say Ashton Daniels.
See?
I don't think it's late in the season enough to break the glass on Deuce just yet. And I'm just not a big fan of putting quarterbacks in situations like that. Like, I would rather the quarterback get a whole start, a whole practice before you throw him out there. I'm not a real big fan of just throwing quarterbacks out there to win the game. Now, some of them are great. Some of them do it. He could be one of those guys. But yeah, I'm thinking you go with Ashton Daniels. That's why this camp is going to be interesting, though. Who's going to be the number 2 guy?
Well, we've had that was something that was asked by Coach Freeze, and Coach Freeze said that it would be more situational than there would be of actually naming like a number 2 quarterback. It's literally what he said. Literally came out of his mouth. And the word, and I'm paraphrasing what he said, and I'm just saying this. He basically said that if it was a situation where he had to run the ball, some type of RPO situation, he would put in Ashton Daniels. And if it was a situation where he had to push the ball down the field, it would probably be Deuce Knight, is what he said.
Just don't tell me that there's a better quarterback in practice and then play the other one again.
I agree with you.
And I'll be cool. I agree. Just don't do that. Don't come out and say, hey, this guy looks great in practice. He looks way better than the other kid. And then you stick with the other kid. Like, I'm going to have a massive problem with that.
I agree
Not
with
that
you.
I'm going to do anything because I don't know Hugh Freeze, but I'm just saying I'm going to be pretty upset. Have to go through that again.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. If everything in practice, if Deuce Knight is getting the same love that Omar Mapson is getting at running back, All the hype you're hearing about how Omar Mappson is going to be a guy that's going to play this year. If that same thing is being said about Deuce Knight, then guess what? You have to seriously consider Deuce Knight being a starting quarterback. You have to seriously consider it because he gives you your best chance to win. Now, if you sitting here telling us that Jackson Arnold is progressing better, but we're not, but Deuce Knight is being better. I mean, Deuce Knight is the better guy. I mean, you just setting yourself up for failure. Is what you do. It's another Peyton Thorne situation where you what was he saying about Peyton Thorne? Peyton Thorne was pressing, so that's why I named him the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. To answer this bubble question, I'm probably going Ashton Daniels, bro. I'm gonna probably go Ashton Daniels in that situation. Just in that situation there, just to say because it's a tight game. It's halftime. We could get us through halftime, in my personal opinion. And then after that, you have Missouri coming up after that. And then that's when you evaluate who will be the guy going down the rest of the season. In my personal opinion, that's what I would do. I would put the experience in over the new freshness of it. Is in my personal opinion. What your thoughts, Dustin? What would you do?
Well, first off, like to be clear, Jackson, and I'm not saying you guys are saying this. I'm just tapping in. But Jackson has been the best guy overall in practice. So like that, let's just get that out the way before anybody mishears what I'm going to say. Jackson Arnold has overall been the best quarterback in the 5 practices. You know, they say the reports are coming out. He's holding the ball a little bit too long. I understand the concern with that based off of that was kind of the same thing at Oklahoma. But I mean, like he's obviously not going to be perfect every day in practice. So you're finding out about like one critique. I just wouldn't make too much of that right now. But me, if in that scenario, tie game versus Georgia, blah, 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 man, I understand the hesitation to put in a true freshman quarterback, and 9 times out of 10, I would agree. But
this one time.
Deuce Knight is that guy, okay? Deuce Knight is that guy, and no shade at Ashton Daniels. I think he will be the best third-string quarterback in the SEC. But he better be third string because the ability and the overall talent level, the gap is significant. And look, do I value experience? Sure. Do I value experience at the quarterback position? Sure. I also remember halfway through the season last year, we had a 18-year starter at quarterback, and Hugh still had to shrink the playbook. Like at some point, talent just matters, bro. And Deuce Knight is the most talented quarterback in that quarterback room, and it's not particularly close. So I would rather, it's a tough situation. Georgia, blah, 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 blah. Look, man, some guys they're just dogs. And you saw it last year with DJ Lagway. For me, I would rather put in the future of the program. Now, look, again, my answer might be different if it's at Oklahoma. Okay. If it, like, you know what I'm saying? But like at home, I don't know if I would want to throw Deuce's first time in that kind of situation. I might not want to do that at College Station. I might not want to do that at Norman. But
that's fair.
At home, yeah, let's go. And then if it's one, and then he said if Jackson's out for 4 weeks with a rolled ankle, Deuce Knight better be your starter for those 4 weeks. Yeah. And I will tell you, this is my prediction. If that happens, then Deuce Knight will be Auburn starting quarterback until it's time for him to go pro. If Jackson's playing decent, if he's playing well, he better not get hurt. He better not get hurt. Because the moment that young man, Deuce Knight, steps into that role as quarterback at Auburn, he will not give it up. He will not look back, and nobody else is going to take it from him. He's that good. He's that guy.
All right.
Okay. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. I mean, okay, Dustin. Is that a bold take, Dustin?
No, because
look, I'm just saying.
I don't ever talk this way about a quarterback that's never played a snap.
Okay,
I'm not gonna act like I went over there to BFE, Mississippi, multiple times last year to watch this young man throw the football out there in the middle of the woods. Okay, because they out there in the middle of the woods in Lucedale, and it was like 15 degrees. I was freezing. I ain't seen him throw a bad ball in like 8 quarters. And then I go to the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, and I'm just waiting for like something to critique. And I mean, bro, he's that guy. He's that guy.
Oh, man, let's take a look at the chat real quick, man. Shout out to DC from Auburn Addicts. What's up, DC, man? He's saying, what's up, Auburn family? Hope y'all doing good. Come on, show it. There we go. He said, what's up, Auburn family? Shout out to DC from Auburn Addicts. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe over to Auburn Addicts, Auburn Addicts TV. Shout out to Get Musty. He's saying, DC, come on in. DC, if DC want to come in, DC got the link. You can come on in. Mike McKinney said, man, I think Deuce give the team and fans the spark you will want. Yeah, I agree with you there, but then the question is, I was saying earlier. Here's my question, and I said this a couple of months ago pertaining to this. I said if that were to happen and Deuce comes out and he's not up to what people think, or his expectation would be, because like I said yesterday on the show with Dustin, I said once I see a kid and I like him, my expectation for them becomes the highest of highest. That's the reason why I said Jeremiah Cobb was going to win the Heisman, just because when I saw him play, I was like, that's so when you have an expectation for a person and that person doesn't live up or play to the expectation that you want, knowing the Auburn fan base, if that happens, do you not think that they're going to start picking apart every single little thing about Deuce Knight, even though he's a freshman that's coming in for the first time starting and playing in an emergency situation? I'm just curious to know, like, do y'all not think that's something that particularly could happen with this fan base, for the simple fact because of what has been going on the past 4 years, because we have just not been good? I'm just curious to know.
I think Deuce Knight get lenient.
Okay. All right.
Here's why I say that, because I don't think that Deuce Knight, I don't think that we're at a point as a fan base where if he gets this wrong with Deuce Knight, we're going to talk about him.
Yeah. That part.
We know that this kid is amazing. Like, Dustin just gave us all the reasons why Deuce Knight is amazing. We know what Jackson Arnold was capable of at one time. If this is another story with another quarterback that underperforms under Hugh Freeze watch, and it's only been 2 years, but still, if it's the same story, we're gonna talk about him. We're not gonna criticize that kid. At least I'm not. I'm telling you right now, I got smoke for Hugh Freeze if that happens. Not that kid at all.
So you saying so you gonna say it's Hugh Freeze not being able to, I guess, what, develop or at least
evaluate
spot talent is what you trying to say?
First, evaluate. Because we can say that Peyton Thorne was a miss, right? That's fair to say.
Second would be develop, I hope.
And then if Jackson Arnold doesn't pan out, that would be another miss. So that would be.
Shout out to
you
Nicholas.
Don't have that eye for talent.
Shout out to Nicholas Wall. No. Okay, all right. I'm gonna come back to that. Shout out to Nicholas Wall. He said it took 5 picks at home against Cal to sit Peyton Thorne. How many picks at Baylor to sit Jackson Arnold? Wow. Y'all thoughts on that? If that were
3.
I think it took 5 picks at home against Cal to sit Peyton Thorne, because they weren't all his fault, obviously. Like, it was they looked at that game and was like, oh, we could have some of those plays back. They weren't just egregious throws from Peyton Thorne.
Sniper, what's up? Okay, all right, but back to your point though. Back to your point about him not being able to evaluate talent though. If that were to happen with Deuce, does that mean that Deuce is not good, or is Deuce just not good with Hugh Freeze, or does Deuce need to go somewhere else if that were to happen to live up to his expectations, to his potential? I'm just curious to know, because are we say if we saying he can't evaluate talent, that also kind of means that he can't develop what he got as well, in that situation. So I'm just saying, like,
that's true.
Is Deuce not good if that were to happen, or
I think maybe.
Nick,
I think go ahead.
I said at that point, Nick, I have to bring up a point that you made.
Go ahead.
A long time ago. It's the system at that point. It's the system.
What's up, James Barnett?
Exactly.
What's up, Tim? What's up?
If quarterbacks can't succeed at that rate right there, it's the system. That means you need to scrap your system and come up with something totally different.
I think Bubba agrees with you. He said if Deuce fails at Auburn, it won't be because of Deuce.
Because of Deuce.
All right, man. I'll just say, like, we talking a lot of hypotheticals, bro. I mean, like, bro, this is not how I wanted this night to be. I wanted to end this night with confidence.
Yeah. I got a question. I
wanted to leave this show with confidence tonight. Is what I wanted to leave this show with. That's what I wanted to do. You know, but y'all got me down right now. I want to leave this show with
I'm
confidence.
confident, coach. You know,
I got a question for you.
All these exotic defenses being thrown my way. I'm confident.
Jesus, man. Go ahead.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Nick. So I did. I was preparing for something that I'm planning on rolling out, but I pretty much just simmed the entire season. I'm pretty sure you guys have done this on College Football 26 too. And what's interesting about in simming the entire season for this year was a scenario came about that I asked a question about a while ago, and here's what happened. Auburn went 7-5 in this scenario. Jackson Arnold threw for 3,600 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. We could not get any production on the run game. Just looking at the stats of course, it's a video game, but I'm always interested in what happens if if a scenario like that plays out. If we're sitting there and the offense looks great.
What's up, Sharp? What's up, Sharp?
Top half of the SEC, great. Jackson Arnold plays great. But we still drop 5 games. Because because your offense is good doesn't mean you're gonna win football games.
All right, if that here's my answer to that. Here's my answer to that, the hypothetical. If Jackson Arnold threw for 3,600 yards, you said what, 31 touchdowns in a season?
31 touchdowns and 8 picks.
Auburn went eight interceptions and 8 interceptions, and Auburn still went 7-5.
We went 7-5.
I would probably have to look at the defensive side of the ball and see what happened on that side.
Yep.
How do you feel about your head coach at that point, though? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, but if I would have to. All right, this is where you start getting into the nuance of things. In my personal opinion, what do we score per game? Like if I think Auburn was averaging 429, 430 yards a game last year on offense or something like that, close to something like that. Like, were we averaging that and still scoring an averaging 28, 30 points a game? What were we giving up on the defensive side of the ball? Because if we were 7-5, that means you lost to Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Georgia, Alabama, and either Baylor or another SEC team is who you potentially lost.
I think we lost to Baylor and the model.
It was the Baylor.
Yeah.
So my thing is
we actually beat Oklahoma.
Exactly.
We lost to Baylor, lost to Texas A&M, lost to Georgia, lost to Bama, lost to Bendy.
I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Jackson Arnold, yeah, we not hating on you, my guy. We not hating on you. We not hating on you. I'm on your side, Jackson. I am on your side, Jackson. Jackson, I'm on your side. I'm just trying to get other people to get off your back. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I think he's gonna play well, man. Like we just having conversation because we just can't wait for kickoff. But like,
Jackson,
I think this kid's gonna
go back and watch my shows, Jackson. I have said it. I think you're gonna be a Heisman finalist. I've said it. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, my guy. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, Jackson Arnold. If that's you, I don't want to put too much pressure on you.
Get in that film room. Get off the show.
I don't want.
All the pressure in the world is on you, kid. I'm sorry,
but I really believe that you have the opportunity, Jackson Arnold. I really believe you have the opportunity to be in New York as a Heisman finalist. I really believe that. Go back and watch one of my shows from January or February. Go back and watch it. I put up on the board Jackson Arnold, Heisman finalist. I did it. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you. I think you got a chance to do it, man. I think you got a chance to do it. I did.
Bubba and the old
man. I did say that. I did say he give me Tim Tebow vibes. I did say that. Shout out to Bubba for remembering that, bro. That's dope, man.
Hey, look, Baylor comes to Auburn next year. So like, is Walker White the starting quarterback in that situation? That'll be fascinating.
That would be interesting.
Okay, all right. Look, Cal, it's not a reach. If Jackson Arnold, with the weapons that he have at Auburn, at receiver, if he just plays within himself, doesn't do too much. What did I say yesterday? All he gotta do is just be a point guard. If he does that this coming up season, if he just be a point guard and just distributes the ball to the right place, trust me, he'll be in the conversation because the numbers will be there. The numbers will be there, the wins will be there, and he'll be in that conversation. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
So we saying 4,000, right? He's got to pass for 4,000. I think he's got to throw for 4,000 yards to be in the Heisman conversation.
No, I think he has to be somewhere in that 36, 3,800 yard range, in my personal opinion. If
a winning record.
If he 3,600 to 3,800 yards and 35 plus touchdowns, and he around that 10 to less interception ratio, I think that's a strong case for him. And Auburn is what, 9-3, 10-2 in the playoff conversation. I think he strongly should be in that conversation. Then I'm just being honest with you. I mean, who was the Jackson Dart was the highest passing quarterback in the league last year. He had what, 4,100 yards passing, 4,200 yards. Garrett Nussmeier was just over 4,000 last year. So I mean, we like right now we talking a whole lot of stuff. We really talking a bunch of stuff, but I don't see it as a reach at all. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't see it as a reach at all. I think it's very doable, especially with the athletes that he got out there on the edge that can rock with him. So it is what it is.
I think it's doable, man. I think he's just one of the things that's gonna hinder him if he throw for that many yards. Eric Singleton is probably going. I think is going to be in that Heisman conversation. If you get that guy up around 700-800 yards this year, plus what he can bring in punt and kick return, that's how you get a trip to New York right there. You just stay on the field. So it's going to be tough. And also just traditionally we just don't pass for that many yards, and I know that could be something different this year, but. And that's what we're expecting, right? We're expecting, in all honesty, the Auburn fan base, without saying it publicly, is expecting Jackson Arnold to lead this season as the all-time leading passer in Auburn history.
Yeah.
Right. And if he throw for over 3,200 yards.
And that's it. If he throws for over 3,200
yards,
he's the all-time leading passer in Auburn history over Damian Craig, literally. So I mean,
it's lofty.
It is, and then the fact of the matter that Hugh Freeze wants to take two, I call them big downfield shots every quarter. He wants to do that. I don't see how it's not possible. I don't. I mean,
it's possible. I just don't know that Hugh Freeze offense puts up passing yards at the rate that we, like defenses like last year. What's to stop defenses from dictating and saying, hey, we're just gonna drop 8 and make y'all run the ball if y'all can't run the ball. You know what I mean? Like, and not only that is we got to think about it. Peyton Thorne, I always put out Peyton Thorne stats: 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, 12 picks.
Yeah.
With a healthy field goal kicker, that was enough to win us 8 games.
And he was benched. He was benched a game and a half, and he would have been over 3,000 yards.
So I'm saying we don't have to throw for 4,000 yards to win games.
That part.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of concerned. Like, I don't know if he can actually put up the yardage to actually get to New York, because we just don't have to put up that kind of yardage to win.
Okay,
but you will see what he does in production, because it's gonna be passing and rushing, like with Cam. If he gets to,
I thought that until Hugh Freeze said that Ashton Daniels was gonna have a package.
We got another call coming in. I got 256 in the building. They call him Sweet Stuffer. What up, Sweet Stuffer, man? What's on your mind tonight, my guy? What's up? What's up?
If you get it, you get it. Sweet Stuffer. That's all I'm gonna say. If you get it, you get it. But anyway, but anyway, yeah, man. Look, on the Plains, man, we've been hampered by poor quarterback play for a number of years now. You know what I'm saying? I know I commented, I mean it, man. I hate to harp on Peyton Thorne, but dude, he was terrible. I hate it. it was things where, it was other things. But if you look back to every game we lost, think about this, man. Every game he played there, I was at the Cal game at Berkeley, right? Like his first game or whatever, I was there. And I remember watching it on the field and just thinking, like, maybe this is just because he's new, this and that. But it was wide open receivers running all over the field then. I was at Berkeley. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah,
We
we,
got you.
we listen.
Yeah, we
Okay, my bad. Yeah, but yeah, so and it was the same thing. Like, Oklahoma, I commented on it. I said that last time. Like, you think of all the games that we lost. Just look at the games we lost. We ended up 5-7. We were probably, out of all those games, we were probably 6 plays away from being 9-3. Think about it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
About 6. I'm gonna say about 6 plays at the least. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with this evaluation thing, what Hugh Freeze got going on, hopefully, because I mean, if he don't get it right, man, he will never get to coach Deuce Knight. I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like this is it. He cannot play with his food. You know what I'm saying? SEC season is strong, and I stand on the thing about Baylor because that's gonna raise my brows. What's gonna drop some? Like, hey, okay, we look better. Even if we lose in a shootout, I feel all right about that. You know what I'm saying? But if we go down there and we can't get about 10 and we're struggling to move the ball, then it's gonna be some serious questions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for taking my call, man. You know what I'm saying?
Always sweet stuff, man. Appreciate you calling in, my guy, as always. Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with him at that point.
I agree.
If you get to the point, if you get to Baylor and you're not able to move the ball, and it looks like last year, it ain't the players, it's the coach. In my personal opinion, that's what it is. If we get any semblance of last year with the talent on this roster, which is the reason why I asked the question, like even if the floor was 8-4 and that's all Auburn hit, is that even enough to even be comfortable with what the future potentially could be for Auburn moving forward? Like that's my question. Because when you look at the talent on this roster and you sitting here saying, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know, like, is even 8 games enough for that to happen, man. Here he come. I know him. Sharpshooters Podcast. I got B Sharp. What up, B Sharp? What's on your mind tonight, B Sharp?
What's going on, man? Roll Tide to everybody in the chat.
No, we good.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Wrong number. My bad.
Wrong number.
But roll anyway. But y'all, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button to this channel. Like, I only need one more sub for their channel, man, so they can hit 700. But I just want to make sure I just said that for y'all, man. And also, I'm tired of all this whining tonight, man. I'm tired of all this whining.
Sharp, y'all
know
y'all got a problem. Y'all got to figure out who y'all quarterback gonna be, because they told us Ty Simpson, but then they go to SEC Media Day and tell us it's a 3-man race. What is it? Which one is it? Which one is it?
That's something that you say for the camera, man. It's definitely Ty. You guys brung your guy up there, supposed to be your guy, but y'all keep talking about Deuce Knight. Can we focus on Jackson, this so-called Heisman Trophy winner that you trying to push?
I said Heisman Trophy finalist. That's what I said.
Oh, so that means he's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in the country. That's not going to happen.
But okay, so who is it? Ty Simpson?
I see Ty over Jackson any day.
Jesus Christ.
And that's not being biased. I will.
Sure it's not. Sure it's not.
It's not being biased, man. I'm not being biased.
Well, I believe you. I can hear it in your voice.
Really? All right. We'll let you have that with Sean.
But only thing I'm saying, man, is that y'all keep talking about Deuce Knight, man. Y'all know Hugh Freeze is a major problem. Hopefully the brother feeling better. That's one thing. I hope that he's feeling better for real. But I don't see him making it past this season. Y'all don't win at least, I think 8 at the minimum, 9. You can really secure your job. But I just don't see him coming back, man. Like this.
So what's your prediction for our record?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think you're gonna beat Georgia. Our game is a toss-up because y'all playing in that H hole.
Whoa, chill out.
So we gotta come down there with that lucky rabbit foot.
Disrespect. The disrespect.
Chill out, sir.
Yeah, that is that. We gotta come
because you don't have one.
We got to come down there with that lucky rabbit foot. So that's a toss-up. It's always when it come down there. Like I said, Georgia, Oklahoma is going to be tough for y'all to beat, especially y'all going to Norman. I'm just going by the teams that I don't think you're going to win. Who else do y'all play? Y'all play somebody else major on the road.
Oklahoma.
Texas A&M is a very, very big game for y'all. I don't think y'all can. That's a toss-up, but I don't think you're going to win it. You could possibly go 8-4. You could possibly go 8-4.
Okay. All right.
10-2.
From Alabama.
Maybe filling. It all depends on how the quarterback play is. I believe I have a real good defense. Like the guys in the secondary, like Kendrick Falk. So yeah, man, y'all have some people out there.
All right. Shout out to B Sharp for giving us some love on defense at least. We appreciate that.
Right. He gave us a 10-2 ceiling, so that was like, wow.
He did say a 10-2 ceiling. I do have to give him that.
Yeah, no, man. I was like, man, give me more credit than that.
You must be feeling great today, man.
He gotta be on something.
You must be feeling great today. You gave him a 10-2 ceiling.
What you sipping on?
Oh man, it just depends on how I feel, man. You got Marcus Goodell over there.
Here we go.
Want to advance the league, so
the greatest commissioner of all
time. Once you advance the league, so
greatest commissioner.
Once you hold them, so yeah. Shout out to Marcus Goodell.
Oh man.
Hey,
appreciate it, Councilman.
Make sure y'all go subscribe over to Sharpshooters Sharpshooters Sports Talk on YouTube. Our guy.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate our guy. B Sharp. Always right. Even though he's an Alabama fan, we appreciate him so much. 33446.
Oh yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Man, like I said, man, whoever is not subscribed to this channel, subscribe right now. There's enough people in this chat, and I know somebody's not subscribed. Let's get them to
point them out
tonight.
Oh, it's 7:02 now. It's 700.
It's cool, man. We appreciate everybody coming in and rocking with us around the water cooler, man. We thank y'all so much for giving us an opportunity. I mean, we just sit here and we just talk Auburn football, we talk SEC football, we talk college football, man. We thank y'all. Because like we say, man, y'all could be somewhere else, and doing something, but y'all took a little time out of y'all night to come rock with us, man. So we appreciate it, man. So if we hit 700, hey, thank you. When we hit 700, thank you. Oh, we did. Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to that. That's what's up. We did
y'all.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate y'all so much.
Hey, Sharp, I got a question for you real quick before you get off.
Go ahead.
So what do you think the chances is more likely happening? What do you think is more likely to happen? We see Deuce Knight start a football game, or y'all see Keelan Russell start a football game?
This is actually a good question. This is actually a good question.
What do you think is like more likely to happen?
Y'all seeing Deuce Knight?
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I see y'all starting Deuce Knight, especially depending on how things go down at Baylor.
Because the same things that they're saying about Deuce Knight,
I don't think they're going to make a change right then and there. I'm just saying they're just going to heat up the hot seat for Coach Freeze. I just think that they're just going to heat it up, and I know he's going to want to play his freshman quarterback depending on how good he I ain't going to say how good he is, depending on how ready he is.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting, man. It's real, really interesting. But I see you guys playing him before we playing Keelan, because I think Keelan is QB 3 on our roster behind Austin Matt right now. But only time will tell.
All right, there it is.
They high on that kid down there too, man, in Tuscaloosa.
I guess. All right, Sharp, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate you calling in.
So y'all do your thing, man. Congratulations on hitting 700. and you was trying to be politically correct.
No,
I appreciate everybody coming in here, showing love to y'all. Of course, you can be anywhere else, but man, if you're gonna at least be on somebody's channel, at least hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, show them some love, and y'all hold it down.
Yes,
Roll
sir.
Tide.
Yes, sir. Shout out to B Sharp,
Man,
man. And subscribe over to Sharpshooters Sports Talk on YouTube, man. We about to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us as always, man. Everybody that's in the chat, everybody that congratulated us on hitting 700, we thank y'all so much. We appreciate that. That is dope. That is really dope, actually. We appreciate it, man. Mike G is in the chat. I don't even know if this is Mike G from the War, but I don't think it is.
It's not.
That's not Mike G.
I promise you.
Shout out, man. He said Freeze might as well pack his bags. Hey, all right, man. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody that rock with us in the chat. Shout out James Barnett congratulating us and congratulations, fellas. Well, we appreciate that, James. Thank you so much, man. As always, man. Huggy Beard saying what's up. That's what's up to the 702. Auburn Addict saying congratulations to us as well. Bubba saying what's up on the 700. Yeah, man. We moving on up to the east side, man. To the deluxe apartment in the YouTube sky. Yeah, man. So we appreciate that. My guy Jermaine Mills in the chat. You already know I had to go find him. I had to go find Jermaine because me and Jermaine don't agree on nothing. But but that's my guy. That's my guy, man. I mess with Jermaine Mills, bro. I mess with my guy Jermaine Mills. But it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that came around the water cooler with us tonight, man. We appreciate y'all for always rocking with us here around the water cooler. I'm gonna put this graphic up, and I want my guy Dustin.
Yeah, man.
Well, we can find him at, man. I'm gonna put up everybody's, and Dustin gonna tell you where you can find him at. Dustin, where can they find you at?
Man, listen, come over to the Up Tempo podcast right now. We are at 2,140 subs, 39 subs, something like that. My goal is to at least get those 60, 61 and get to that next benchmark there of 2,100 or 2,300. We can do it. And then by the end of the season, I want to be at 3K. So come over to the Up Tempo podcast, man. My guy Nick will be joining me throughout the season every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. for the live show. The last one had that we just did yesterday. If you missed it, go check it out. Great reviews, man. The feedback has been tremendous. The views on it are great. The subs on it are great. Had some people sign up for memberships off of it. So, Nick, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Looking forward to doing that with you all season. So, yeah, man, come over to the Up Tempo podcast. It's football time, baby. It's football time. We got some football to talk about. And I saw Bubba's comment. He said that I have not booked this hard on a particular player since Keldrick Falk was in high school when it turns to Deuce. I'm going to tell y'all the guys that I have been definite on because I'll never give definites unless I go watch a guy play. Keldrick Falk, watched him at Highland Home. I said, as Bubba said, I just came out flat out and said, look, guys, can't miss, don't care. Don't care about saying this. This guy will hit. He'll be a first-round pick. I felt that way after watching Connor Liu. I felt that way after watching Cam Coleman warm up for 5 minutes. And I felt that way after Malik Blockton. And then also JD Rim. I would argue that with JD, it wasn't a talent issue. There were some off the field things going on there that's held him back, unfortunately. But yeah, man, the reason I don't come out and just pound the table for guys unless I've gone and seen them multiple times and they show me something. And the reason that I'm so high, so I'm not blowing smoke on Deuce. And I say all that to say this. Saying that you're really high on Deuce Knight and what he's going to become doesn't have to be a shot at Jackson Arnold. And I don't understand why we do this with the quarterback position. If I come out and say, Ty Buster and Brody Scholl are as close to can't miss prospects as I've seen on the offensive line, that doesn't mean I'm saying, well, Xavier Chaplin might not be it at tackle. I'm just saying it's a separate thing. So I hate that part of it. But yeah, man, I'm just really that high on Deuce Knight because I've gone and watched him play multiple times. And when I watched him play his junior year, it was bad. And I left saying, I hope Auburn steers clear of this. I wanted Juju. I wanted anything other than that. The work that he put in and how much better his fundamentals, particularly his lower body was in the pocket his senior year, I was like, oh, well, he puts in the work. And then you start to talk to sources and you hear like, hey, he picks stuff up fast, all that kind of stuff. So like the hype on Deuce Knight, it's not a knock on Jackson Arnold. It's not that I think Jackson Arnold is going to suck. I just am saying that if Jackson does suck, that if he does get hurt, that I don't want to hear anything about Ashton Daniels.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Okay.
yeah, but man, come over to the Uptempo podcast. We're doing big things, man. And it's a lot of fun. And you guys do great work. And I love coming on here with y'all.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to QB Country down here in Mobile. That he works with Deuce Knight. It's his QB coach in Mobile, QB Country. Shout out to him, man. Getting the lower body right and everything like that, man. We appreciate that. Tez, tell them where they can find you at, my guy. Before you say anything, I want to put this up if I can find this code because it was funny to me when I saw it. Tim Tucker said, "When you gonna put something on the channel?" That's what Tim said. That's what Tim.
So Tim,
like Lil Wayne album.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know. It might be way back there. It is. He said, "Tez, when you gonna make some content for your-"
you? That's fair, Tim. And to be fair, Tim, I'll be honest with you. I spent today, I dedicated today to getting content all buttoned up. Trying to. I'm running into some dilemmas, but I promise you it's coming. But you can find me here in the meantime, or over on Sharpshooters in the meantime. And yeah, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, you can go check out It's SEC Season on YouTube. I got 53 subscribers right now with no content, so I think that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
So that means once I put up my first video, that should equal another 53. So I'm counting on you guys, right? But yeah, it's SEC Season on YouTube and on Twitter, and you can find my personal page on Twitter. It's at codename Tez. Yeah, check me out.
Hey, Nick, bring up this last comment real quick. The most recent one.
Robert Smith. Yeah.
As Smokey said in Friday, take a picture, write it down. I don't know.
That's Marcus' number one fan right now. Marcus, you got
man. Hey, we gonna remember. I'm behind Dustin on this one. I think Deuce is as good as advertised.
All right.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't want to see Ashton Daniels.
Okay,
I already said that. I feel like if we are doing bad, to save Hugh's job, he has to go Deuce Knight. That's been my take the whole time.
And the mayor told y'all that, Johnny Ford. Johnny Ford, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
I don't know what he at, but
like that, bro. Come on, the mayor. That's the mayor.
But nah, man, y'all be blessed, man. See y'all back at Wednesday and stay safe.
Yeah, man, we'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. Another show, another jam-packed show, another call-in show is what we do here around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all. And don't forget, this season, I'm doing live Auburn watch for every single game for Auburn this year. It's going to be dope. It's going to be very interactive. Got the scoreboard already made. I got my stats already made. Hey, it's going to be dope, man. So come join us around. We can't buy rights to the video. We can't buy rights to the to stream it, but I can definitely sit here. We can watch it together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. So August 29th is our first watch Auburn Baylor. We start 15 minutes before the game. We'll start 15 minutes before the game starts. And then from there, we're gonna make it happen, man. We appreciate y'all. All right, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. We took too much of y'all time up already tonight. But before we get out, man, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. Follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And if you have not already, before you get out of here, hit the subscribe, like, and share this video, and hit the notification bell so you know when we post more videos and when we go live here around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always. Before we get out of here, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed, man. Make sure you get a man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. And Until Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Back around the water cooler, ladies and gentlemen. It is one love. And guess what? We out this mug. I holla, man. Y'all be blessed. We out. Peace.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.